Alright guys, this is a video on the translation construction. For this you must be given an object. Our object is triangle DEF, okay, and a translation vector, right? This tells us not only the distance but also the direction that we're going to translate this. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to adjust our compass width to be the length of this vector. So from the top of the arrow, right, to that point, and we now have that distance. Okay, we're going to place our compass on a point and we're going to make an arc in the same direction. So I'm going to start with E. Okay, it's going somewhere in this direction, so just make sure that your arc is that way. We wouldn't want our arc to be up here because we're not moving it in that direction. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to find the distance from X to E. Okay, and this distance is going to have to be the same from Y to E prime. So we can then move that down, create our intersection, and we now have E prime. Okay, now the reason this works is because these lines, right, EY or E to E prime, okay, should be parallel to that vector. So by maintaining this distance from here to this distance down here, we are ensuring that those are creating parallel lines. Okay, now let's repeat this process. I need to make sure that I have the exact measurement of the vector. Okay, once you have that adjusted, we can then create an arc on the next coordinate and still the direction of that vector. Okay, so now the distance from D to X should be the same distance from D prime to Y. Okay, so once I have this distance measured, I'm now going to come down to Y and create my intersection. And I now have found the location of D prime. Okay, we're going to repeat this process one last time. Adjust your compass width to be that exact length of the vector. Okay, once you have that adjusted, we can then build off of the next coordinate. Okay, remember this arc needs to go in the direction of the vector. Okay, once you have that, we can then find the distance between X and F. Okay, once you have that distance marked, we know that the distance from Y to F prime is going to have to be the same. Okay, so we can now label our last coordinate, use our straight edge, and connect those points to close this figure. Okay, and I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but I'll say it one more time. Make sure you do not erase your markings. Okay, I know sometimes we want it to look nice and pretty, but when I grade your work, I'm grading to see if you are actually following these steps. So if I can't see you following the steps, then I can't award you credit. Also, if for some reason you just created a stray mark somewhere on your paper, right, just an accident, you have got to make sure that you go back and erase that stray line thoroughly. Otherwise, I might think that you don't know exactly what you're doing in the construction, okay? Thanks for watching.